Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because ZLO is definitely the higher rated of the two. We might have more to learn from the build orders on this one than actually what takes place in the game. I feel a little sorry for Armaster, but maybe we'll see a miracle.
Yeah, perhaps.
ZLO going first land with 2 P-Gens and then the Hydro. Why would you build power generators before the Hydro, if you can answer that one? Because I usually go directly for the Hydro on this map, and you don't stall doing it.
Some build orders make use of engineering assistance for the ACU, and if you want to go for like a dual assist on the ACU, then if the Hydro is sort of far away-ish, you may want to add some extra engineers. Because this way you're not going to be on such a low power. So you may not necessarily power stall, but you have to like reallocate some build power to other things or make engineers move in order to avoid power stalling if you go for heavy assist.
Okay, that makes sense. I'd kind of wondered about that. ZLO going for that mech marine out early.
Yeah, that one is probably going to... Oh wait, it's against Sirens, so the Mantis... I don't know. Like maybe
second mech marine as well. He's going for 2 of them.
Oh. I remember playing this map and in regular balance getting out micro. Like my Aurora got out micro by the mech marines of Methy, or I think it was Hunters. I think high level players are extremely good at microing labs, and I hope we see some incredible micro here.
Alright, so Armaster is headed to the top right with his ACU right now. Looks like he's leaving 1 engineer building power and an air factory, which is a little bit of an odd choice. Another expansioneer headed out to the left to grab the other 2 mass extractors. He's going to need some more build power back in the base, because right now it is bare bones as all get out. He doesn't have his other land factory scheduled for the right-hand side until after he builds the 3 naval mexes, and then he's got no additional build power queued for the left. So this is going to be very tough for him to pull off, I think. Also, he's about to lose his left side expansioneer to mech marine. Not pretty at all.
I like the word expansion here.
The good word.
It's a bit like tree claim, if you don't want to say tree reclaim.
You know, learn a little from each other.
Absolutely.
ZLO's already got naval queued. There is a naval factory queued for... Oh no, those are all for ZLO. So ZLO's got 1 on the top and 2 on the bottom queued, very far out with his engineers. And he is actually harassing a Mantis to death, screwing up its pathfinding.
Yeah, there we have it.
He just successfully pulled it off. Armaster's response. He's also... Armaster is scheduling a total of 5 naval factories on the south side.
Oh, look at this. Is ZLO only going to make mech marines for the entire game?
He might. He might.
This would be such a ZLO thing to do.
He's got a 2nd air factory and another land factory queued. But yes, as of yet, he has built 100% mech marines. I want to see him turn that other factory on.
The HP is doubled compared to normal balance, almost.
Oh, wow. 145 versus 322. So it's almost half the HP of the Mantis. I would be curious to know how the damage compares. So that's going to be a dead Mantis. No, 7 HP surviving. Gonna live to go kill an engineer.
Oh, the engineer is going to evac, and the mech marine is going to get the Mantis kill.
Alright, good deal.
Oh, Armaster is so stressed. Look at this. He forgot about the mech marine ZLO still had in this expansion.
Yeah, I see it. Not good, not good.
And Gattle gunship, there it is. Been waiting for it.
The master plan is complete. This is going to be so brutal. This has got to be disheartening. There's that last Mech Marine climbing aboard. He's already got an interceptor assisted to it, as if he needed that.
ZLO is living up to his name once again.
So evil.
Oh god, Armaster is not going to be able to sleep for the next 2 weeks.
This Mech Marine micro is amazing. He got over half the HP stripped off of that Mantis with a single Mech Marine. Just dancing it out in front of the line. So there's one Mantis dead. Here comes two Mantis dead. 3. And that was 2 Mech Marines lost to kill like 4 Mantis. That is brutal.
Micro and defeat in detail. All it takes, and you can go full Mech Marines.
Sadly,
that actually winning against
yes,
the Anti-Air.
I was just watching that. I was like, I can't believe this is actually happening. ACU just running for the water now. Are we watching Lab Wars, or is this a real game?
Yeah. It's a real slow game, I suppose.
Alright, so subs are building for Armaster. Armaster might actually get the naval control. I'm not sure how much that's going to be worth, but it is going to happen. So that's interesting. Question is, will he still have a base by the time he gets it? Oh, there's the... Oh no, Armaster, why? Armaster has a T2 mechs.
He has it since minute 4, I think.
Yes, why?
I don't know.
Why would you get a T2 mechs when you're already that disadvantaged?
Look at the 3rd engineer getting killed by this Mech Marine.
Aww.
Rest in peace. Is ZLO going to micro this one against the Mantis? I wonder.
I don't think it can win versus 2 Mantis. Oh look, there's actually a successful raid. Left hand side. Go get the other mass extractor. Go get the other mass extractor. Never mind.
I got emotionally attached to this Mech Marine.
Armaster might not actually be completely out of it. So the reason I'm so disappointed in this T2 mass extractor is basically that all of that mass should have been tanks. And he would have had much less of a problem.
I'm wondering if he upgraded it by accident, actually.
And then just committed to it because he already had mass in it?
Yeah, something like that.
He is dropping engineers out on the plateaus, so he's going to get all of those mass extractors. His eco might not be that far behind.
Let's see. Armaster is actually, his eco looks pretty good. Like, he's spending as much as he's generating, both in power and mass.
He's also about to have his first naval units roll off, and ZLO does not even have a naval factory yet. However, he has attack moved his factories past a T1 torpedo defense. So that's not going to turn out super great. ZLO gave up. He's gone T2, and he's building T1 tanks. Mongoose are out.
So ZLO is around 20 mass ahead.
Okay.
But that was before Armaster took the bottom islands, so maybe it's even now.
That torpedo defense is not very kind to T1 subs. Not really even going to get it much below 3/4 HP. Not good, not good. I'll take the dive this time.
The fire cycle of the torpedo launcher is very different from
yes.
the normal game, I think.
ZLO is at 67 mass income, 760 power income with 200 reclaim. Armaster is at almost 1,000 reclaim, but he's power stalling with only 440 income, and his mass income is a little hard to tell because of the power stall, but it looks like it's around 40. Maybe 45. So he's not way behind, but it's pretty bad.
ZLO may not have realized that Armaster is already at the bottom islands, and Armaster is keeping control of them.
Good deal.
But I do think that the T2 land for ZLO is going to be game-ending.
Those Mongeese are going to be so hard to deal with without a gun-upgraded comm or even your own T2.
Power-wise, Armaster is not in the position to get any of the two, neither gun nor T2.
Oh, and Mech Marines are back on that little plateau. Those mass extractors are going to go down once again.
Oh, this plateau.
Poor thing, can't even hold the closest base expansion.
Meanwhile, Armaster reclaiming the transport of ZLO on the bottom island.
Hey, mass is mass, man. Don't hate. Oh no, here goes another T1 sub straight into the torpedo launcher. Why you do this to yourself? Also, game broke. Oh, this happened last time, didn't it?
Yeah, it happened, but he reconnected in the Certus.
The lab actually has more damage than the Mantis does. 24.4 DPS versus 23.3.
Oh.
And the Hunters have a death stun weapon the same as the Loyalists do.
Does it stun higher tech units too? Or just T1?
I'm not sure, because that would be way overpowered. Way overpowered.
Well, should we leave in case Armaster reconnects?
I mean, he's not gonna... He's either gonna reconnect to all of us or none of us.
Well, maybe he's going to reconnect to ZLO, but not to the rest of us, and then we leave, I guess. But we can just wait for that to happen, if it happens.
ZLO will ping us, I'm sure.
Issue.
Yeah. Dr. Doggo saying, it's weird seeing this map played without big land spam. Must be a high-rated thing. I think it's more to do with the fact that ZLO was, to a certain degree, goofing off, and that Armaster has had a really hard time getting his footing.
Yeah, ZLO put most of his eco into raid units, and he had introduced a lot of interaction into this game.
Why did Yuri kick him?
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Let's first see if he reconnects. There's probably a rule in the tournament post about how long a disconnect can be, and when it like counts for a rematch or when it's just bad luck. And
yeah, I think it was pre 5 minutes. No.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was with the TD's consideration pre 5 minutes on the disconnect. But yeah, he's not coming back. Past 2 minutes. That's past the router.
He came back.
Oh, he did. Yuri, you don't kick people as soon as the timer is up, especially when you're an observer. Why? Yuri's got to leave so the game can go on.
Yup. Like the self-sabotage.
And there it goes.
Now Armaster has to kick Yuri before the game can go on.
I guess I do too, because I can't... Oh, no, just him. Dang it all.
Yeah, so the reason we don't see a lot of land spam is that ZLO has put all of his eco into raidiness initially, and that's how he never had engineers to really scale up his production. And since Armaster was busy dealing with the raid, he did not scale up his production either. So the game never had any chance at getting large scale.
I think it will scale eventually, though, because Armaster is building a lot of land factories over on the right side. He's already got 4 up. And then he's got an additional one back in his base.
Now that ZLO realized that the Mech Marines aren't doing as much anymore because Armaster managed to build up a critical amount of Mantis to stop them, he switched into T2 units, and that's why Armaster gets a breather in which he can scale up his production.
So how many point defense is too many in the center choke?
3 is fine. Totally fine.
That is probably 2 more than I would build.
Well,
There's already a
dying,
Medusa eating them.
I like how ZLO has 2 mixes. One is a low micro pillar mix, and one is a high micro Gatling bot mix. And he's kind of making, like, you can see how he's going to keep his attention around the enemy ACU and making sure he can deal damage to it without getting overcharged. And at the same time, the pillars at the bottom can just raid without requiring so much attention.
He is moving them in now, but that was actually... Okay, so he's leaving 3 tanks to deal with the Mantis on the bottom and then moving 1 to the north to raid. A nice little mix there. I like the frigate over here on the left-hand side. Armaster has killed an entire expansion with just that frigate. Gonna get this other mass extractor too, as long as he can queue it up. ZLO building T1 subs from the north factory, but he only has 1 naval factory on the entire map. Also, it looks like Armaster has lost control of these islands. Mech Marines have been dropped. He's actually transporting them from one island to the next to use the same group of Mech Marines to kill all of them.
I'm keeping the transport hidden.
I think he's going back to pick up engineers to build those islands.
Yeah, he's going to drop engineers at the first 2 islands, and then he's probably going to pick up the Mech Marines. Oh no, never mind, because there's flood. He realizes that too. A bit of a micro mistake with the Mongoose. But actually, look at the HP. That's like 1,000 HP.
Yes. Did you see that there was a Cybern T1 anti-air that did over 400 damage to a Mongoose?
No, I did not see that.
It's that little one right in the ZLO side pass across from the ACU. That one that's at 844 health. I never thought I would see the day when a Cybern T1 anti-air would engage a Mongoose.
I'm not sure if I see it. I only see one that is at 200 HP.
Naval superiority is real on Armaster's side. He has got quite the little grouping now, and he's going to be able to take out everything in the water. ZLO's rating is unfortunate on the islands, but he'll get it.
I think ZLO has TML. I just saw something that looked like a missile fly towards the naval factory of Armaster.
He does. It's underneath an engineer on the top side ridge.
Yeah, there we go. I think it's hitting hill though.
Oh, 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 oh!
It's not hitting hill.
It's good.
Yeah, the first factory is safe, but the others are not.
Yeah. So you did see one connect with the wall. Hey, that's one way to get rid of your opponent's build power. If only Armaster had built the rest of the factories just slightly to the right, he would have been completely safe by pure chance.
Yeah.
Nature's best TMD. At your disposal. He's also got a naval factory in the north. Oh, ZLO has just... Excuse me, ZLO has just dropped 3 naval factories with his ACU off the backside of his base, and he is building subs out of them, so he is definitely going for naval control. I think he stopped firing... Oh no, there. Another attack missile fired.
I wonder if we are going to see a con drop, because ZLO is upgrading his AC to T2, and he's got T2 air, plus he's the kind of guy who likes con drops.
Yeah. So another pro-level strategy on the south side plateau that's caused so much pain, an engineer hid over the edge of the cliff, and a pillar couldn't finish it off. It kept firing at it and impacting the ground, and a single Mantis killed the pillar.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, the rest of the factories are safe. The next missile impacted the hill.
Oh, good placement then.
It was literally that one factory. T1 subs moving in, and also torpedo bombers out from ZLO harassing the left-hand side. That might mark an end to naval superiority, but I'm not 100% sure. Yep, Tort Bomber is knocking out the last of the subs. That leaves one alive to deal with the frigates, and ZLO is building a couple more and then some frigates from his naval factory, so he's going to be able to mop that up. That's a lot of T2.
To be honest, I actually expected the T2 land to have greater battlefield impact. Armaster managed to get gun upgrade, and I think the 4 pillars at the bottom. Oh no, they're going to kill all the engineers actually, because.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have intel there.
Maybe there'll be one hero Mantis like there was up there. At this point, he should just be reclaiming with the T2 engineer.
Yeah, actually look at the radar coverage from Armaster's perspective. He has frigates at the bottom and a radar at the top, but there's like a gap where the pillars enter, and that's how he didn't see them coming. And he could have built T1 point defense and cheated the engineers earlier, but since he see them, he went for a sort of unmotivated T2 point defense that was more long-term oriented, I think, and he lost so many engineers because of that.
So the attack launcher is finally going to go down. Medusa is going to be able to eliminate that, and it is stunned, so launches are not likely. Oh no! He actually re-queued to go after the engineers, but there we go, we got it.
I see a ghetto snipe.
Yep. I was about to say, I spy with my little eye a ghetto gunship.
Oh, yeah. That's so much more artsy, the way of putting it. I should include rhymes into my comments.
He should definitely use that extra T2 transport to move his commander over there. Because that would be so much more personal.
I know, but Armaster could self-destruct and draw him. That would be unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. Because the ACU self-destruct does enough damage to kill the T2 transport, right?
Yes. I'm not sure about UEF T2 transports, but I think it's the same for all.
I saw that in a cast somewhere. I can't remember what game it was. Somebody was flying across the map, and the guy just control K'd his ACU as the transport was passing over randomly. I was like... that is the ultimate sore loser move.
There was a recent Guilecast in which somebody killed his own teammate with the Commander Death Nuke, as his teammate was around with a transport because he thought it was the enemy, but he was wrong.
Oh, wow. Alright, so apparently the labs stun T1 and T2 units for 1.5 seconds, the same as Medusa's.
Alright, okay.
That is the answer. That is going to wrap everything up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like and share it with someone. If you want to support the channel, catch the streams, or join the Discord, check out the links in the description. Thank you all for being at least partially insane, and I will see you in the next one.